Hello, Line Tribe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to your week 10 live with me. So excited to see you guys. And congratulations for making it to the end of the course, to the last week. Very exciting. I love this session. Popping your champagne, releasing all of the buildup, the congestion after clearing the whole body. Now we get to pop the champagne, feel that openness and that freedom in the head, in the neck, in the jaw, all of those amazing areas. And if you want to go deeper into that, then make sure you check out my book, The Power Source, because we do a lot more of that work for the head and the neck and the cranial sacral connection and all of that good stuff. So welcome to week 10, you guys. Good job for making it here. I'm really excited because I feel like this TSY transformation is such a great way to kind of kick off into the next journeys and I guess pathways that we can all go together with this whole healing way of life, this life of alignment and finding the alignment within and finding the ways of alignment that work for you. Because that's really what it's all about. It's, tuning in to that inner wisdom and connecting to what really kind of feeds your soul and opens up all of those pathways for you to, walk your own path. So it's exciting to me to be a part of that journey with you guys. And so we'll dig into the questions. So first question is, while doing foam rolling workouts, how important is it to breathe in the right direction? Meaning to follow your pattern. I often find myself breathing the wrong way, and I'm wondering if it matters. Okay, I love this question. Most important is, of course, to be breathing and to be breathing deeply. I always think it's good to feel like your breath is your rhythm. It's like your music. It's your inner music. It guides you. As far as the way and when to breathe, I'll leave it to you guys because there are a lot of different philosophies. There's the nose breathing where you're not opening your mouth. You're just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. From, the way I've taught and from my experience over the years and what I've learned and all the courses that I've done, the way that I breathe in my program there is a reason, a rhyme and a reason, if you will. So inhaling to initiate the movement and exhaling to finish the movement. So inhaling to start and then exhaling to finish. So it is important. I tend to feel like when we initiate the movement and we breathe in, that's the inspiration. And then as we exhale, it's sort of like integrating and building the strength. So we're inspiring with inhalation, and then we're exhaling as we are building that strength and really tuning inward. So let's say you're doing an exercise where you're engaging your core, like especially if you were laying on your back and you were going to lower your legs down. So you inhale as you lower your legs down. Let's say you're curled up in like a Pilates position, Pilates 100s curl. So you inhale as you lower your legs down and then you exhale to bring them back up. So I feel like on the exhale, we can really contract the abs more and really feel that sensation of support. But also, what's important in the breathing is not just when you breathe, it's how we breathe and how we breathe deeply and where the breath and oxygen is going. Super important that we are not breathing just here in our throat, right? Or here, even here, just in the collarbones, but that we're breathing all the way expansively, all the way through the back body into the upper back, clearing those cobwebs, opening up the ribs, opening up the intercostal muscles, creating that expansion, and then the contraction. Because remember, that's the pump. That's the way we move energy through our bodies, stress, but also we move CO2 out to make room for fresh oxygen. So remember, our lungs are basically a pump, and our diaphragm is as well a pump. So as we inhale, remember our lungs are pushing down into our organs and then down into our pelvic floor. Our pelvic floor is expanding and opening like a flower. And then as we exhale, the pelvic floor draws in. This happens subconsciously. We don't even have to think about it. But when we do think about it, then we can enhance it more. So the pelvic floor will, as we exhale, the pelvic floor pulls in and the organs go up And then the diaphragm goes up and wrings out the lungs, right? So we're getting this beautiful rhythm in the body. And that is when we think about that more and enhance it more when we're doing our workouts, we're going to be able to flush more fat, release more stress, and also feel more connected to our deeper intrinsic muscles. So it's really a moving meditation when we incorporate and think about our deep breathing as we do the movement. So the breath pattern is important. If you feel for yourself that you can connect to deeper muscles breathing in your own way, that's fine. Personally, the way I breathe in the workouts and the videos, it's always the same. You'll see it's the same in the TSY, in all the videos that I do in the in the studio. So up to you. Again, I'm all about you taking the power and deciding and alchemizing it and making it your own. But personally, I know with my clients and with myself and with all the people in the tribe over the years, we've really found that this way of breathing is very powerful and transformative. Great question. Because as we know, breath is trending right now. That is for sure. In my mind, though, breath has been trending always. I believe the power of the breath. It's like the way we breathe is the way we live. So we want to live deep and expansive. Okay, so here's another great question. When we roll out the kinks, what exactly are the kinks? Why do we get them, and what are they made of? What are some additional ways to release them? Ooh, you guys, this is a fantastically juicy question. So the kinks are, it's funny because I guess growing up as an athlete, I used to say like, oh, I have scar tissue or I have knots, right? So the scar tissue and the knots or the kinks, essentially, they're not in the muscles. They're in the connective tissue, right? So it's the scaffolding that holds us up. You guys know what your fascia is. So your fascia is basically this thin kind of saran wrapping that wraps around our entire body like a full body wetsuit from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet, but it also wraps around each individual muscle. And as we age and we go through trauma, we have toxins, we have negative thought patterns, stressful situations come up in our lives, our connective tissue can become hard, thick, and dense. And what that means is it can then encase either toxins or lymph. So it creates congestion in the lymph system. Also in the qi system, if you're familiar with traditional Chinese medicine, it can prevent, energy coming through the system. And also, like we were saying earlier, the emotions can get trapped from memories from inside this connective tissue. So what the kinks are is they are essentially the connective tissue that's become bound and wound up into kind of like a little, picture it almost like a plasticized stone. So it's not getting the blood flow. It's not getting the white blood cells. It's not getting the lymph flushing through. So essentially it's not getting circulation or blood flow or qi or energy for that matter. So it's really important that we do a daily practice of this hygiene of these kinks or these knots and flush this tension and this density through our systems and really allow that hydration to come back in. So basically, how do we address connective tissue? How do we hydrate dehydrated tissue? Obviously, drinking water is great. That's only one part of it. It's really what tissue likes is it likes pressure. It likes pressure applied. So whether that's pressure from doing a stretch, using a roller, doing the rebounding, bouncing, giving that nice G-force is really good for the connective tissue to bring in that hydration, that lubrication, that circulation and blood flow. The other things that are really the reason why we get these, this is the root reason why we get these knots. It all comes back to the nervous system. So the nervous system, you guys know how important I believe and the world believes and knows the nervous system is. So the nervous system is basically our nerves, right? So we have nerves throughout our body and our nerves are inside of the fascia. which is so cool. So anytime we're working with our fascia or connective tissue, we are actually addressing our nervous system. And so when you think about what the nervous system is, there's two states, right? There's the fight or flight state, and there's the rest, digest, and heal state. So if we're too much in fight or flight and we are telling ourselves stories, we're holding trauma toxins and thoughts in our body, then our tissue will become more dense and we will become more rigid, thick, tight. We will have poor circulation, poor lymph drainage, all of these things that happen. Probably a harder time losing weight, a sluggish metabolism, all of these things. So it's super important that we address our connective tissue every day as a rinse and repeat. It's like a cleansing that we need to do, just like we sleep every night and let our body rest and rejuvenate and heal. We also need to wring our tissues out. So the best ways are getting to the root of it is addressing the nervous system. So we can do that through obviously meditation, yoga, breath work, dance, somatic dance. Music is phenomenal. Sound, doing even oming and humming, things like that. Listening to the sound baths. It's a vibration. We're made of 80% water or whatnot, around that amount of water. So we respond just like water does to energy, vibration, food, nourishment, all of those things. So how can we address these kinks? Through rolling, through doing saunas, doing hot salt baths, even a hot shower, going in the ocean for the electromagnetic energy, also standing in the earth, whether it's in grass or sand, walking on the beach, going out in nature, getting the forest bathing. All of these ways are going to affect our connective tissues and our nervous system. So if we can nourish our nervous system, and obviously the foods we eat are going to have a huge impact. And I have a whole concept about fascia foods, which help to bring in that hydration, lubrication, help reduce stress, help bring in more fiber. And obviously it's very plant-based. All of those plants have, the things that we need to nourish our connective tissue and our nervous system for that matter. So I love that question. And that's why in TSY, we also do rolling out the kinks each week, because again, if there's one move that I would recommend people to do on the roller every single day of your life, it's roll out the kinks, because it has such an impact on when you roll away and shed away those kinks in that armor that we carry in our upper back. We can stand up straighter. We can breathe better, more efficiently. So our posture improves and our ability to breathe improves. And so if those two things are improving, then many of the other things will start to improve as well. And then of course, like I said a few minutes ago, once we start, working with our fascia, we're addressing our nervous system. And so again, by doing one roller move a day, I would roll out the kinks. I do that every day. Roll out the kinks. You can do it anytime. I love doing it in the morning when you first get up to kind of mobilize and bring that circulation and that breath and get that inspiration. But it's also great to do before bed if you want to get a really good night's sleep. And it's part of the sleep hygiene. All right, so here we go. Keep going. Excuse me, I've got my time tea there. Okay, so I'm sad about this being the last week of our challenge, and I have enjoyed checking in with everyone's successes. How can we keep supporting each other and stay connected? I love this. This is so exciting to me. Well, 100%, we will stay inspiring each other and supportive, because there are so many other plans and programs and ways to kind of stay guided in the studio. We have our monthly drop, which is our monthly calendar, and those are all in the library of the calendars. So you're welcome to join any of those. We also have the more general ones like stress releasing and whatnot in the calendars as well. And then we also have the ideal meal guides. The idea is to really help you take all this information and knowledge and integrate it into your everyday life. And then, of course, we have another course coming soon, which is the 5-day body boost, which is going to be the metabolism boosting course. So it's going to be a perfect thing to do in the summertime if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's actually a great thing to do for us down here in the Southern Hemisphere when it's a little colder and you're feeling like you just need a little energizing spike in your program too. So that will be coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, we still have the collective, and we're still going to stay really strong in the collective. Oh, and by the way, for the body boost, for the 5-day body boost challenge, I'm going to go live with you guys each of those days. So I'm going to really be there with you, go through it with you guys. I'm really excited about this course. There's some new things we'll be sharing that will help you really get the benefits and and actually see and feel the changes from just 5 days. And it's simple too, because we're going to do it. We're going to start kind of preparing on a Sunday night, and then we'll just go through the week. So Monday through Friday, and then we'll finish with a nice, either a mocktail on Friday or a glass of wine. So you don't even have to go through a weekend. And so it's actually going to be awesome. You guys will love it. Okay. Here we go. Next question. What are your recommendations to stay on track with what we've learned the past 10 weeks into daily life with family and social activities? Well, the idea or the intention has always been in this course and in the studio to awaken sort of this new awareness, right? And this awareness of really intuitive eating. So like knowing when in the morning, if you wake up and you're not as hungry, then you won't eat as much. Or in the evening, if you're feeling a little more bloated, then you'll have a broth for dinner and skip a big full dinner. So the idea is really, helping you connect to your body's circadian rhythms, also your hormonal rhythms, and also being able to have access to all of these movements and this movement medicine to help you to kind of replace maybe where instead of going for like a cookie or a bag of chips, that you can replace that self-love or that nourishment with, movement medicine. So having a new or an expanded toolbox of when you need that extra kind of, like when you need that love and that support. So there's so many. You can also go back to the first 3 weeks always. The meal guide, you guys already have that. You have the meals. We have more recipes and meals coming soon. But as you can always go back to the 21-day program, you could even just do the first week. If you're looking to kind of re-inspire yourself, you go the first week. You can always do the detox flush for like a day or 3 days when you're feeling like you just need a little spa day to yourself at home. So many great tools and resources. And then to stay inspired, remember we have the Align Life Studio. So we have so many more sequences inside the Align Life Studio that will keep you excited, inspired, and motivated as well. Okay. How do we start to incorporate the rest of the Align Life Studio workouts after the 10 weeks? So the best way to do that, there are a few different ways. You can either do the Elevate course, which is the 11-week course that integrates each week. You go through different workouts inside the studio to experience all the different offerings. We also have, obviously, the monthly guided calendars, and we will soon have the live classes as well. So there are so many different ways to kind of keep going and keep being inspired. And remember those monthly calendars, it's a week, and you can basically repeat that week for the 4 weeks of that month. And then essentially you'll be able to go deep, just like we do in TSY. And it's okay to repeat these sequences, because the idea is to really not just do them once and then be done with it, but actually do the sequence, do it again a few more times. And each time you're going to go deeper. You're going to feel more connected. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to feel more open. You'll feel more radiant and more aligned. So the sequences are meant to do many, many times. So remember that, just like in TSY. Okay. Let's see. But you know what? We'll probably do a blog about how to kind of keep going after doing doing any of the courses in the studio. Like, what are the ways to keep inspired? The other thing too is to think about when you're coming into the studio, you want to really think about how you're feeling during that moment when you're coming in, to take the time to nurture, nourish, and cleanse and align yourself. Are you wanting something more of sweat? Are you wanting something that's more calming, or do you need something that's more healing? So we have sequences in the studio. The Align Life Studio is curated in that, with those 3 different types of workouts in there. So most of the time people are like, I only have this much time, I want to sweat. So go in, look into the sweat sequences. There are so many in there. So go with your gut, go with how you're feeling. Sometimes you might be exhausted. So remember, we have all these amazing calming sequences that really will help you get into more of that parasympathetic state, rest, digest, and heal. And remember, getting into that state will help enhance the healing systems in our body. So rejuvenate, restore, help the skin glow more, heal the gut, all of those things. So it's not just only about the sweat. It's really about creating that balance. It's that yin to the yang, right? So if you're going to do a yin, or if you're going to do a yang, make sure you also do a yin. And that's why we have the yin ones in the evening as well. Okay, you guys. So congratulations to Allison Sinkoff, who we're giving the last week's spot prize to. Yay, Allison. Congratulations. Thank you for all of your support, for really being a part of this high vibe aligned tribe, for being a leader inside the studio. Your recommendations to stay on track with what we've learned over the past 10 weeks into daily life with family and oh wait, sorry. Did I just skip? Sorry, my bad. I was skipping questions. Anyway, Allison, you've been a rock star, an ROX star. So I'm really, really excited for you to have this amazing prize. And thank you for your wonderful suggestions, sharing your commitment, and also sharing your journey as well, because it's helping inspire others too. So we're very, very grateful. You're truly an inspiration to us all. And we're just grateful for all the time and energy and love you're putting into the studio and into the collective. And yay, congrats on winning. Awesome. Yay. Okay. So week 10 prize. Next week is our grand prize. And guess what you guys are going to get? The winner of this course is going to get a Bellicon Go. Yes. So exciting. The Align Life Body Care Collection, the rolling collection, the tool set. Both of my books signed, an annual membership to the Align Life Studio. And if you already have it, you can gift it to a friend as well. Plus, the 2 runners up will get the same thing. The only thing that they're not getting is a Bellicon. But everything else goes up to the 2 runners up. So remember to submit your video testimonial. This is how we're choosing our winner this time around. And the person with the most powerful transformation video. Obviously, we want to hear about not just the physical benefits, but also the emotional benefits and any other benefits that you've felt from going through this together, especially going through it together as a community. So, okay, yeah. So the link will be coming to you in an email this week. And basically, you just click on the link and it will show you where to upload your video. And that makes it easy for everyone. And basically, you'll find it in Complete the Challenge section of the TSY inside the collective and in the comments right now from this live as well. Okay, so I've already kind of announced this, but remember what's coming next. If you guys are like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do next after I'm done with this course, we're going to have the 5-day body boost course. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be really fun. I'm going to go live with you guys each of the days to guide you through all the new things we're going to be sharing and all the kind of tips and tools that will help boost your metabolism. So now that we've taken, the 10 weeks to go through all the different areas of the body, we've cleared a lot of the stress and tension and fear and built new sustainable foundational strength We've improved the biomechanics of the body, the awareness of the body, and the energy. Now you know more about your connective tissue than ever, and how important it is for our nervous system, our nerves, our energy, our chi, our radiance, our glow from the inside out, all of these things. Now that we know this, we're going to take you and do more of a, I don't even want to call it a quick fix, but a 5-day course to me is something that is really, it'll be easy and fun and exciting because it also has a lot of new tips and tools and things that I've used over the years with all of my clients over the years, professional athletes, celebrities. I'm sharing all my secrets. So I'm excited for you guys to all experience this 5-day body boost. It's going to be really fun. So stick with us here. Tell your friends and family as well, because we'd love for them to join the body boost. And it will be coming soon. It'll be definitely in August. So stay tuned for more information on that. And let me just check. Okay. Yes, that's everything, you guys. So happy week 10. Thank you guys. I'm so proud of you all. And I will for sure go live next week, or at least send a video of who our winners are. So excited to share. Keep it up. Don't give up. And I will see you soon. And I'll definitely see you for the body boost. Okay. Ciao, you guys. Go pop your champagne. Yay. Bye.